Do not mind me, I'm just going on a walk. But today I will be talking about the release of Unfortunate Part 2. As some of you guys know, Unfortunate Part 2 is releasing August 30th, 2025, which should be 8 days from when I posted this. And a song called, there's going to be more of a plot aimed towards it, I guess you could say. The plot is being kidnapped after getting a hotel room for the night that was near a bar. And you got the hotel room and you weren't able to get out and you're stuck in the hotel room. And then after that song, that's where the plot mostly enters. And there's gonna be a very disturbing point around the middle of the track. This song that's called Eyes. It's very disturbing. So, like, if you don't want to hear stuff that's sincerely disturbing to what a normal person would be, like, counting as disturbed, then I would recommend listening to that song and recommend just skipping over it. But if you're okay with hearing that stuff, then I would recommend you listen to it, because that's a song that I put a lot of work into. I took over a week or so looking over the lyrics. That's why I almost delayed part 1, because that was supposed to be on part 1. But I just moved it over with a song that fit better into part 1 than it did into part 2. So Eyes is a very disturbing song in such a manner. But I'm happy that Unfortunate is out now. But part 2 is going to be a very exciting journey. I'm going to be posting a teaser on BandLab for a song soon, so watch out for that. The song will be on the album, and it's going to be called Mad, which is going to be the plot point of the album. And I'm pretty sure Mad was at the end of the first album. So it's because I haven't checked the track list, like I don't remember the track list, shall we? But I've remembered the track list, so I don't know if Mad is on the end of the album, but I'm pretty sure it starts off part 2, if I am right. But I can pause the video. I forgot I can do that on camera also. Be right back. After checking, I can confirm that part 2 of Unfortunate does start off with Mad, and Mad is a very opening and plotting point for the song. And as I told the plot, so now it's time to get more into the future. I'm gonna have songs for the first after the album. It's gonna be bi-weekly, but after those 2 songs release, it's gonna be monthly releases. So after 2 songs are releasing in September, and 1 song is releasing in October and November, until the next album. And as you've seen, it's expected to come mid to late 2026, the next album. So that's a fact. And for the future of my songs, hearing it from me right here, ready for you guys to hear it and I've thought about this for a long time. It's not in production at the moment, but it is going to be starting production around the week of this being posted. So it's probably going to be starting production the 25th of August, aka that Monday. So, and I don't know if I should be saying this, but the new EP, Ghost of New York, is dropping this January. Next January. I'm not going to tell you the release date yet. I have a planned release date for it, but an EP coming out this next January. Ghost of New York. Or Ghost of NY, but tomato, I'm crossing the street, so just give me a minute. But this song takes a big plot turn. So this is where you get smacked in the face with relief. Finally gonna have a new song. But the month of December, there will be no song due to the fact of production of The Ghost of New York being released. But I might be I'm not saying that a song will not be released in December, but no songs will be getting produced in December. It's going to be more... In December, it's going to be more focused on the production of Unfortunate Part 2. My fault. December is going to be focused more of the production of The Ghost of New York. And that's why I'm releasing it. So that's true. But I'll be right back after I make my way to my destination. Back, and as I was saying before, The Ghost of New York is going to be mainly focused on how I grew up personally, how my life went bad at one point, and that one point where I felt like I was a ghost. So it's gonna be very depressing. So if any of you guys like me that have ever had a family member try to commit suicide or commit suicide, I wouldn't recommend listening to it, because it's really gonna jump it more into that perspective, because I have had two family members where they have committed suicide, and I'm digging deep into that, because if you guys do not know, the band TX2, the singer, always sings out their feelings in a song, which I said maybe I will take my feelings into a song. And I don't know if you ever listened to them, but TX2 is my inspiration when I started this. And I'm glad that I've made it to this point. And yeah, but I cannot believe the fact that I've even determined myself this much into this, because a lot of the times I will just have this phase where I make a song and I never give it up again. But I've made 22 songs all by myself, so I'm personally proud of myself. But I am ready for Unfortunate Part 2 to drop. Yeah, I'm ready for Unfortunate Part 2 to drop, and I'm happy to start the EP, because the EP is starting production, as in I'm writing up lyrics, starting song names, and as you saw what I did with Paranoid, I'm gonna have to talk about the album right now, and what I'm doing with Unfortunate, I'm naming a song off of what I call the album, or /EP. So The Ghost of New York is going to be a very deep driven song. So, again, as I said, if you have a hard time hearing about, like, suicide and such of, I would not recommend listening to these songs on that album. I wouldn't recommend an EP, but I would not recommend listening to the songs on the EP if you do not like hearing that type of stuff. But thank you. And an unproduced music video, such as I'm recording it myself, is releasing September 11th. I don't mean it. No, I cannot do that because I'm about to start recording for it. Okay, that car is just nice. That's a part of me that's doing that. But I already know what I'm gonna do. But I'm probably gonna release it around that week. No, I'm not gonna release it on September 11th. That was a typo. That was a verbal typo for me. But that's all. And I hope to see a lot of listens to Unfortunate Part 2. Have a good day. Peace!